The best way to do SEO for your HVAC company in 2025, guys, we're going to go cover a lot of things here, try to help you understand it better. We've done this stuff for 15 years out of Fort Worth, Texas. A team of about 15, worked with hundreds of HVAC companies in the field of all of our contractors, HVAC, plumbing, roofing. We've worked with a few thousand.
Yep.
So a lot of experience here, a lot of credentials, a lot of expertise, and a lot of tools to help us with people. So I want to talk about the old way of doing SEO, which is still extremely prevalent.
Yeah.
In fact, I would argue that 95% of the people that have a website out there that attempted to do SEO are spamming Google and Bing and need to change. And at least the website is a remnant of the old way.
95% of the companies like doing SEO services are still doing it the old way.
So the old way is put up a website, spam it with links out of the country, and spam it with blogs that nobody wants to read because you think you're smart and you're going to trick Google.
Right.
And you're like, oh, no, my blogs are good. We call them articles over here. It's like I have ChatGPT write them for me. And so all that's actually spam and has been, if you had a downturn, in fact, in 2024, and you have blog entries up or a large website, you're probably in violation of the addition to the algorithm called the Google Helpful Content Update. It always sounds nice. It's not helpful. They'll hurt you badly if your content isn't nice and a good user experience.
Right.
So if it's non-helpful content, goodbye. They will take you out of ranking.
And helpful is defined by Google, not you and not your SEO guy that did all this stuff wrong for you.
Or your 10 years of learning on what you think SEO is. You're probably wrong. So when you attempt to curate content or attempt to send digital brand signaling, by nature, you're spamming Google and not doing a good job.
Right.
Now, so how can you avoid it? Let's talk about, if you're not going to get the best of the best of the best, just don't do it. Get HVAC webmasters, we're data pins, we're fantastic at what we do. But it doesn't mean that if you find somebody that does it for half off of what we do, that says the same thing, doesn't mean that you're going to get good services.
Or even half as good.
Well, most of the time, I would argue they're actually going to go negative on. So
that's kind of what I'm saying.
They'll actually do worse than, and that's common nowadays because if they employ old SEO tactics, because it's the only thing the poor quality digital marketing agency can do to prove value, like blogs that nobody wants to read. They're actually going to hurt the company. Or if the company wants to grow and they don't know how to expand it geographically, they could hurt the company. There's all kinds of things that can occur. With this that do occur. So I will give a little tidbit. If you don't have money right now and you don't want to just put up a simple website, don't pay somebody $500 for a glorified hosting fee and trash SEO.
Yeah.
Just get a simple website, pay $5-10 for hosting and connect it to your Google account, tell Google you're an HVAC company and get reviews. And have faith that this will work for you. Now, if you can provide proper services, you call us. And you get the best services there are. I don't have any qualms saying that there is no one that beats us at doing this.
Absolutely.
You can look us up everywhere. So many points of validation for HVAC webmasters and data pins. Good reviews. Find us on any platform. And it's a great group of people. And it's worth every penny to have yourself up and ranking on Google Maps, ChatGPT, Gemini AI is Google's. Organic rankings, your website, all this stuff matters and helps. So just put something up simple. Don't throw money to somebody doing SEO and screw this whole thing up. Even get spammed by Google and out of rankings because of it.
Right.
So what is spam? You want to go over some spam stuff while I take a drink of my
Spam is when you provide too much of what they don't want.
Yeah.
Basically. If you put one blog entry up there, no matter how bad it sucks, it's not spamming because it's just one.
Right.
But if you put 200 of them up there, then you're spamming. So spam, that's probably my favorite definition of it. It's just when you give them stuff they don't want in quantity.
It could be numerous things, and it's a pretty loosely defined word. So spam could be keyword stuffing your H1 tags, like the best heating and air conditioning company in Fort Worth, Texas as a keyword stuff term, or you want the whole Metroplex, the best heating and air conditioning company in Fort Worth, Arlington, Dallas, and Plano, TX. So you just keyword stuffed it with cities.
Yeah, you just spammed cities.
So there's all sorts of things you can do like that because it's a bad user experience. So sometimes spam can be looked at as a bad user experience. Sometimes if people have 12-word H1 tags and the average one is 3, the deviation from norm is such that they'll not like it. They can tell it's not right. You could go after, do 1 or 2 things like you said, but someone else does 200. And it's like, oh, if we send somebody here, Jason here's trashed up this website with 200 blogs, and if they happen upon this website, they'll have a poor user experience.
Yeah.
Now, Jason wouldn't do it. We remove this stuff all the time, by the way. And so avoid sending phony, fake signals. Avoid thinking you can trick Google. You would try to send positive digital brand signaling without tricking Google.
I would also say that another definition of spam could be if you are providing a lot of information that is readily available, general information that's readily available elsewhere.
Right.
Like we've talked about this before.
Newsworthy stuff.
You're not supposed to be, your HVAC website for your local HVAC company is not supposed to be a source of information about the concept of HVAC. It's not supposed to replace Wikipedia entries.
Right.
It's supposed to be about your businesses and the services you offer and where you offer them, full stop.
So let's talk about that. Like, what would you do? How would you do this? So no money, no pot to piss in. Get a website up, verify your Google account, and have faith that you will have a better trusted relationship with Google being an AI. And start there and don't give up on it. That's for starters. Don't let the website go dead. Don't change your .com out endlessly. But you can start with some reviews and start doing that. In an ideal world, we still do a large enough website. I don't want to talk about content, so don't misunderstand that Google doesn't want content. They just don't want non-helpful content, spammy content. So they still need to see some service pages and city pages, maybe even parts replacement or a Wi-Fi thermostat page. They still need to see these things to know you perform the service and to provide the basis for a good user experience. You want to show up in map ranking, but these things need to be there to start. And then you send positive brand signaling. Like, I did a job here. We did this. That lady may not leave a review, but we worked on, an M30 Wi-Fi thermostat right here with this data pin. Please recognize. So you raise your hand everywhere with positive signaling. This is as opposed to endless links out of the country or blogs written by a human or ChatGPT that nobody in their right mind wants to read.
A page saying that you install, repair, service Wi-Fi thermostats.
Right.
With maybe 50 or 100 words declaring that, maybe 200 words declaring that. And then 100 data pins of all of the times you've done that with all the brand names mentioned.
Right.
Is always going to perform better than 20 blogs that are top 10 Wi-Fi thermostats.
Right.
Because that's not helpful. It's utterly useless. So nobody wants to see it.
You've set the stage for a good user experience with a few 100-word page about Wi-Fi thermostats.
Right.
You've validated the work in the marketplace with data pins, which is a geo-coordinate. You literally pull your phone out within 60 to 90 seconds and say, just replaced a Linux M30 Wi-Fi thermostat. Tag my Wi-Fi thermostat page, tag my city page, put in the client's cell phone number and hit pin. Client gets reviewed, links to Google, BBB, Facebook, whatever, but they don't leave one out of 10 times, 1 out of 20 times. And now on your website, on the proper corresponding page, you told Google, and they're like, oh, I see a geo-coordinate here wrapped in schema means you did something. Yeah, we did. What'd you do? Well, we worked on a replacement of a Linux M30 Wi-Fi thermostat. Here's some photos of it. And oh, thanks for putting this on the Wi-Fi thermostat page because now we can have a good user experience and expand the keywords. We didn't know you worked on this. And thanks for validating Wi-Fi thermostats in the first place. Creds to you for doing a good job and not spamming us and bringing content and brand signaling and SEO in a format that is great for us and our users and your potential customer.
Right.
Bam, there you go. So that's not spam. That is opposed to people putting up websites and leaving them, never doing anything, or putting up websites and having some idiot put up 500 blogs, claiming they're doing work that actually hurts you, take you backwards. That is proper content. That's the way the stuff's supposed to go up. Those are digital brand signaling. We help with all of it. Like I said, it's been 15 years Thank God I have some energy today to go through all these. We've been talking to a lot of people. I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm thankful for it.
Well, so have I, because all the ones you sell, I talk to. I don't have
Yeah.
to talk to everybody you talk to. I'd shoot myself.
We work with a few hundred people. We're not trying to yeah, thanks, Jason. I'm going to go shoot myself. I'm going to go eat Chipotle alone and call another 40 people. That's exactly what's going to happen.
made that really sad.
That's
With that, I'm
Chipotle alone, and then I'm going to go call people. Hey, I'm thankful for our popularity. I am. This is the best run I've had in a long time. We deserve every bit of this because we actually do this for people. And
You're that old priest on Caddyshack.
I am. I don't want to get struck by lightning.
Josh does not know what the hell we're talking about.
He doesn't know what Caddyshack is. You know the gopher in Caddyshack? You don't know the gopher?
Doesn't even know the gopher.
You know who Bill Murray is?
What?
Dang it.
I'm shocked by that.
He's
He's
awesome.
a cultural
He's
institution.
He's an American treasure, man. He is. He is.
We're going to talk later.
He's a comedian. He's an old school comedian. That's all.
If I see a face.
What would he have known that he was in?
Oh, good Lord.
Bill Murray.
He's people watching this are going to hear him
Bill
off the
Murray?
side going, Bill Murray? Like he doesn't know what we're talking about.
People surely everybody knows who Bill Murray is.
I would hope so.
I mean, if you're a contractor and you're younger, you still watch Bill Murray.
Yeah.
You know, you just watch that stuff. Groundhog Day?
Have you ever seen Groundhog Day?
Never seen
Oh,
it.
my God.
You never seen him at all? I mean, he did some zombie movies with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I forgot. Double
I'm
Tap.
old now. He was in the most recent Ant-Man Marvel movie, Quantumania.
He's old. He Stripes, man. You certainly didn't watch that. That was classic.
Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters?
The only movie he's been in that I've seen is Zombieland and Space Jam, but those have been a while.
Zombieland.
Space Jam.
Well, yeah. I think he pretended to be a zombie and got killed.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
pretending to be
yeah.
one. Yeah.
All right. So, shoot, where were we? Good God. 15 years, team out of Fort Worth, Texas, old school Texas service here. Old school Texas respect. Jason still calls and gives an old school Texas welcome aboard. We appreciate your business. And we do, by the way. I'm serious about it. I appreciate people's business. We fight. It's weird to say that now. It's hard to find somebody that acts like they've done you some sort of a favor. Pisses me off when I go eat at a restaurant. Somebody acts like they did me a favor. Like I just want to flip a table and slam a plate against the wall. You know? How you like that? Yeah. It's like we went to eat. We had the best Tex-Mex food we'd ever had. I was like, damn, we better go eat. We were at Gloria's in South Lake.
Okay.
It's fabulous. I was like, we better go eat some Tex-Mex. I hope we can eat. I mean, if we don't get Tex-Mex in a year, I'm going to be pissed, you know. But I was like, we better go get the best we can get, you know. But, yeah, we went and, man, we had a fabulous food and just bad server, you know. But anyway, we got good service here. I like it. I pride myself on the service. Guys, when y'all ready, in the meantime, go look at some videos. We talk about this stuff. It helps to screw your brain on straight on this stuff. I had a web geek talk down to me, I told you, a long time ago. People weren't being Texas nice back in the early 2000s. This guy was a jackass from Dallas. Treated me bad. And that's how I got into doing this stuff for other people. Treated me like I was some sort of
Yeah, you've told me
idiot.
this story.
His name was Brent. I don't even care. They're not in business anymore. Screw those guys.
That was level 10 interactive.
Oh, come on, man. You say this
They don't exist anymore.
They don't
I did
exist.
freelance work for them like 20-something years ago.
Anyway, that's how I got started. Some jackass pissed me off talking down to me like I was stupid.
Yeah.
I never talk like that to a client. Never assume they're stupid on stuff. May not want to hear people complain about the previous margin company, but I don't assume they're dumb about stuff, you know. That's where we got started. Anybody calls up here gets treated with respect, old school style, thankful for their business, fight like mad. Anyway, guys, look us up, call when you're ready, call on the phone, message us, email us, we don't care. And we'd really like to hear from you when you're ready to go.